It's Saturday. We have two awesome matchups here in the first week of the finals. Storm v Raiders. We have the Sharks v the Cowboys. Can't wait for these two, obviously being a Cowboys fan as well. Both can be plenty of fun. But the outside backs, we have a bit to talk about here. And plenty of solid options. The first one that sticks out to me on this list is in the Storm v Canberra game. And that's Marion Seve, who's been super consistent. And really that 29.5 is a bit of an outlier. I think he can come out and really improve on that and get back to that lovely average of 44. So I think I'm seeing that for him in this game. Nofaluma and also Meany have been scoring really well. And I think that if they can come out and have a good game, the Storm should be able to win. And I can see either one of those three guys getting a 40 odd. So that could be the way to play it. But I also think Jordan Rapana is a great option here at 11,660. The last 5 games since he's been really back into good form and having a bit of a break, since returning on the 6th of August there, has been averaging super well. Across those 5, he's averaging just about that low 40s there, which would be great at that 11,600 there. You get Justin Olam as well with that cheaper price, but he's a little bit more up and down. A little bit, could come out and win you the game, but could lose it for you as well. You've got Talangi there, who's coming off 4 decent games now, or four games over 30, which is good. He's at that 10,350, so he could be a solid one, but really he's a little bit of a risk for sure. If you look at Drinkwater up top and Val Holmes, obviously the guys that are going to get your biggest scores, but just be aware of how can you get these guys in your side. Val Holmes, obviously the 3 tries last week was amazing. Seb Chris has also been really good, so 4 scores over 30 as well. He has a 67 in his game, a 75, and also a 56. So he could come out and win you one of these as well if he, for the Canberra Raiders, can come out. They can do really well. He can score really well there. So that's the outside backs. Definitely plenty of ways you can go about it here. Halves and hookers is where there's every single option. If you look at the top 3 there, you've got Hines, Munster, Grant, and we'll even add Robson in there as well. All 4 of them, I think, are great options. So just work it out based on how much cash you have available. Because that 25-2, as much as it's worth it to get Hines in that score, the 250 odds aren't great. But you're looking at the scores prior to that, where he's been scoring really well. So 25,200 for him is a solid one. Munster, I think, is going to come out and dominate against Canberra. He's going to do everything he can for them to win. Like I spoke about last week, after that one poor game, he's been having some absolutely tremendous games. So in Melbourne v Canberra, I think he's the play. Harry Grant's obviously averaging 70 as well, so he can be great. Either one of them, you're not going to go wrong. They're obviously $260 apart, which is not too much at all. Robson's going to be solid, so if you can't afford Hines, I think Robson's the next best play in that one for sure. And at 20k, it's not ridiculous. Jamal Foggs, if you can't get Munster or Harry, I think Foggs will be your next guy. Should be able to get your 50 from that 18k. And lower from there, you've got Chad Townsend and Tom Dearden, who are both averaging 52. You see the consistency there from both of them as well. So if you can't get to that really high price of Nico Hines there, you could go for one of those two. I think is going to be great. Very much the same. I think in this game especially, you're going to have to pick 2 halves and hookers, so one here and one in the flex. Matt Moylan's obviously been scoring really well, playing great as well. So they're all the options that I'd be looking at in the halves and hookers. There's plenty. Blake Brayley could do a job for you as well, but I just think that you could pick some better ones in that game. The forwards, so we have plenty of solid options up top. I think Joey Tarpany is going to have some bigger minutes this week and good chance of getting a big score. Above that mid-50s is what we're looking for him, and he obviously has that chance to go to the skies, basically. Hudson Young, the big one with him is just how many tries he can get. When he scores tries, he gets over 50. When he doesn't, he's an under 50 type of player. So if you think he's going to score, great. But against Storm, might be a bit of a lower scoring one. Ruben Cotter, I think this is the time for him to step up and play some bigger minutes, to get that over 60 minutes, 70 minutes there, and really be able to dominate here. I'm not sure how he's going at the moment. Maybe, since his return, he's had a few good games, but really 3 low ones in that low 40s there. So if you get that, you could be pretty disappointed. But I definitely think that this is the time for him to shine and come out and play some bigger minutes. You're just probably, I think, again, another big game player. Picked up a try last week, got the 70 at 18k. If you get anywhere above a 50 mark, you'll be happy with him. Nakora's been, obviously had 3 tries last week. I don't think he's going to dominate again here, so I'd be avoiding him. You got Rudolph, who has, he's just coming back, and he was scoring really well. 40 was kind of his lowest in the last, 10 games. So I think at 15k, anything above 40, you'll be fine, but will he get those big minutes on his return? Nanai and Lucy Leilua, I'm probably going to leave out. You got Tui Kamika at 13,000, averaging 43. I think he's a great play. Coming off the bench, playing some big minutes, And from there, it's probably only Royce Hunt or Jordan McLean that I would look at picking up. Jordan's been very solid the last 3. He's had one low game, really, in his last sort of 10. So at 11-6, he's a good one. And then Royce, the last 4, has been really, really good. A try in each of those 2 there. And then just doing solid work around that. A few busts, a few bits and pieces there, doing his job. If you're looking lighter than that, there's Emre Gula at the 9-8 if you want to go for that one, just about to fit some extra guys in other sections or really expensive players in those ones if you're looking at Munster and Harry and those types of players. But that are the 2 Saturday games, guys. I really hope that helped you with your selection process. And jump in that description, guys, hit that link as always, and we'll catch you in the next video, which will be the Sunday one.